We'll try this new link, see if it works. There's 9 minutes to go in the first. See if that comes through. I sent a new link out to Lindsay to post, so see if that comes through. When it does. Puck's coming out now to Howie. Howie has it. Howie's coming around the net here. He's going to send it up to Riot. Riot has it at the midline. Fargo Freeze has it. They enter the zone. Now it comes back to Ezra. Ezra redirects it to the far corner. Baker gets it up to Riot. Riot loses an edge. Fargo has it at the top of the circle. They backhand it in. And Howie has it now. He tries to get out of the zone. Can't quite do it. They have it now at the top of the circle, and Howie blocks it. Fargo gets it back, takes a shot. Good save by Ezra. Puck shot over to the far corner. Kalachi has it. Now up to Riot. Riot gets it out of the zone, and Paulson is going to chase. Paulson passed forward checking here. Fargo gets possession in the neutral zone, but good job by Francis to take the puck away. Now the Flyers are battling here in the near boards. Now to Francis. Now back to Fargo. A little back and forth action in the neutral zone. Puck comes up by Cohen. Now over to Francis. Battle at the blue line. Nice chips it out. Now up to Fargo. They enter the zone successfully. They go around Cohen. They're going to take a shot. Block save by Ezra, and we clear it out of the zone. Good save, leg blocker by Ezra there. Now the puck is dumped in by Fargo. Their Flyers are going to retrieve it. Logan has it. He's going to rim it around to Fargo point. They're going to have it. They're going to take a shot, but Logan blocks it. Back over to Francis. Francis up to Connor. Connor can't quite connect to Evan on a breakaway. Fargo touches up. They enter the zone and dump it in. Cohen has it. He tries to get up to Evan, but can't quite get successful. Now it's back out to the point. They dump it back into the near corner. Comes around. Logan's going to battle in the far corner. Fargo gets possession. They center pass. Intercepted by Connor Neese. Connor Neese has got Eli Logan 4-on-2 here. Passes up to Evan. Good area pass here. Evan's chasing. Can't quite connect, but Logan keeps it in. He dumps it back down to Evan. Intercepted by Fargo. They're on the attack now. Carson Sabotka's on the ice, full of energy. Shot over to the boards, and Baker has it. Baker has it. He goes around one player, goes around another. Oh, Fargo takes it away. A couple swing and misses. Sabatka comes in, and now Crone has it. Crone goes around a player. He's going into the neutral zone. He's going to skate it up. Stay on sides, Evan. He does. Logan enters the zone. He's going to wind around and center it, and Fargo intercepts it. Now they're on the races, and it's 2-on-1 with Baker. Puck comes around. Dorman comes on and loses his stick. Fargo's going to take a shot and saved by Ezra. Some quick action there, and Ezra had a really nice save with his leg pad. Hope the link is working. With doing it through SportCam, I can't see people's comments or actions, so hopefully it works. If it's not, shoot it on crossbar. I'll see the notice as it comes up and try it again. Corbin has it. He enters his neutral zone. He's off to the races. He goes around a D. He's got his backhand, hits the brakes, takes a shot, gets redirected behind the net. Fargo players run into each other. Dorman gets it the near corner. He tries to center and whiffs. Puck comes out. Fargo's off to the races. They skate around Corbin. They've got Baker back 1-on-1 here. Baker takes it away. Great play by Sullivan. Puck's now centered. Fargo has it. They're going to take a shot and saved by Ezra. Cleared by Corbin. Now Corbin up to Riot. Connor Kalachi's got it, and he loses possession in the O zone. Fargo's going to try to get it out, and they get it up to their forwards. Now, this is some back and forth action here. But we got Baker and Crone back. Crone intercepts the shot. He's going to rim it around the far corner. Puck comes back to him. Now he's got it again. Goes around one player. I think he went to pass it and fanned on it. Probably worked out for the best. Gets it out of the zone. Fargo intercepts it at the midline, but now it's back up to Paulson. Paulson chips it into the zone. And then they chase. Kalachi can't quite keep it in the O zone. It comes back to Crone. Kalachi loses an edge. And now mid-ice. Crone winds up and shoots it hard into the O zone. Kalachi now chases. Fargo gets possession at the bottom of the circle. I can't quite see what's going on. Fargo comes out with it. They enter the neutral zone. But Logan is back. And Cohen slaps it to the near boards over to Paulson. Looked like Kalachi and a Fargo player collided there. Fargo turns it over at the logo to Riot. Riot can't quite get possession. Fargo tries to just dump it all the way in. And Crone's got it now. Crone shoots it off the boards to himself, back to Cohen, but it misses and goes to the far corner. Francis has it. Francis up to Connor Neese. Neese has Evan streaking, but can't quite connect with him, but Evan comes back and gets the puck. He gets it up to Connor Neese. Connor and Francis enter together. Connor getting pressured and shot by Francis, goes behind the net. Puck comes back to Francis now in the far corner. He's going to backhand center it, but Fargo takes it away. They're off to the races. Cohen is there to meet him in the mid-ice. They go around Cohen. Now it's Corbin. Corbin whiffs on a deflecting pass, and the puck scoots past the net. Corbin's going to ice it then, as the Fargo player did not touch it. So a lot of action with no whistle. Been a fast first period. 2:43 to go. My clock's off about 30 seconds. First period. Fargo's had some good opportunities. Ezra's had a couple really nice leg pad saves. I think we got probably about 10 shots on goal and haven't found the back of the net yet. Connor Neese takes the face off. Fargo gets possession and then loses it. Now they're getting it here in the near boards. They shoot it down, and Connor takes it away. Connor tries a cross-ice pass, but Fargo gets possession. Good save by Ezra. I don't know if that would have counted as a shot on goal or not, but he blocked it anyways. Neese is trying to get it out with Francis. Fargo gets possession. They come down the slot, and Corbin take it away. Corbin's got some space, skate it, but he loses possession at the blue line as they kind of run into Evan, and Corbin's just going to ice it. Had some space. I think he just wanted to get a change, so he just said, you know what, I'm just going to ice it. We get a change here. We got Dorman, Crone, Sabatka, Van Bergen, and Fonts. Sabatka's taking the face off. Fargo gets possession and then loses it. They're going to find somebody in the middle, and Crone takes it away before he could shoot it. Nice play by Logan. He tries to get up to Dorman, but Fargo intercepts it, and they get an offsides call. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off with 2 minutes to go. Same line. Puck's dropped. Dorman backhands it. Fargo gets possession at the logo. Van Bergen's chasing. They dump it in. Cohen and Logan can't play that one. Cohen is getting battled by a couple Fargo players. In the far corner, puck comes out to Logan. He tries to get out of the zone. Dorman can't get it. He gets at the blue line, gets it out of the zone. Fargo gets possession. They try to enter it back in. They do. Puck bounces behind the net. Logan gets to it first. Goes around one player, turns it over right in front of the slot, and redirected by Fonts to the far corner. Van Bergen has it. He gets taken off his skates. Puck's shot up. They get possession in the slot again, but Logan's able to get back with Cohen to deflect it to the near boards. Sabatka's there. He loses it. They're trying to center and pass. Cohen redirects it. Cohen now has it. He passes it up to Dorman, but gets it out of the zone. Dorman's now chasing a Fargo player. Good forecheck by the Flyers. Kid area passes to himself, goes around everybody, but Corbin swats it away. Now Dorman gets to it. Dorman gets it out of the zone, and looks like he's just going to ice it. .49 seconds to go in this highly competitive first period, as both teams are being able to move the puck quite a bit. Pretty clean first period so far, too. Evenly matched teams. If you looked at the My Hockey rankings, they were pretty evenly matched there, too. So this is kind of what we were expecting. Kalachi's taking the face-off. Wins it with his patented move forward. Puck then is redirected back to Corbin. Now up to Riot. Riot up to Kalachi. Kalachi's got Paulson. Center ice, he can get it, but we're going to get... Oh, Riot's going to hold until Kalachi can touch up. Riot back to Howie. Good play by Riot there. Howie hits the brakes, and he's going to dump it in hard. Puck bounces off. Back to Paulson and Fargo. Howie pinches down to try to keep the puck in. And he's got it. Top of the circle. He's got Riot in front of the net, but couldn't quite get to him. He had like 3 Fargo players on him. Puck is then shot out of the zone, and we got Bakers chasing after it. He's got a Fargo player on his hip. Swats the puck away. They get possession below the goal line. Centering pass, but Corbin shoots it over, and that's the end of the first. 0-0. Be back in a minute. All right, we're back for period 2. Goalies switch sides. 0-0 game, 12 minutes on the clock. Kalachi, Paulson, Riedemann line will start with Crone and Fonts at D. And Ezra is still in net.
Like last year, they had one good player, and now he's away.
All right, puck's dropped. Fargo wins it over. Paulson gets to it first. He's going to dump it in. Fargo gets possession. They try to skate it out, but Kalachi takes it away. He dumps it into Paulson. Paulson takes a shot on net, and we're going to get a cover by the Fargo goalie. You never know. Put the puck on net. Weird things happen. Usually good things happen. All right. Same line. Paulson's moved into a shooter spot. Kalachi wins it over to the side and back out to Fonts. Fonts at the top of the point, dumps it down to Paulson. Paulson's chasing behind the goal line. Fargo's got possession, then Kalachi, now Fargo. Fargo's off to the races here, and they enter the neutral zone. 4-on-2 rush here. They're going to take a shot, but a good step up by Logan. They get possession. They swing and miss on a shot, and they center it, and they score. So a couple whiffs on passes and then a centering pass, and Fargo is able to one-time that one in on the left side of Ezra on the ice. So Fargo's going to take the 1-0 lead with 11:20 to go in the second period. We get a change. We got Francis, Connor, Neese, and Evan with Corbin and Baker. Puck's shot down behind our net. Baker's chasing in the far corner. Baker's got it. Baker tries to get up to Francis. Now puck comes up. They step up at the slot and take a shot. And saved by Ezra. Looks like number 7 and 14 are probably two of their better players. We're going to stay with the same line. Lundquist, Neese, and G with Howie and Baker. This D-zone face-off. Loose puck. Neese has it. Neese kicking it to himself. Neese tries to get out of the zone but can't. Comes back to Howie. Howie's going to backhand it hard. But they come take it away. They skate around Howie, but Baker comes and gets the loose puck. Baker up to Francis. Francis can't quite play the pass, and Fargo gets possession. They have it at the top of the circle. They dump it down, and a kid took a baseball swing at the puck in the air. Missed, luckily. They get possession now at the dot, and shot saved by Ezra. Neese has it now. He chips it up to Francis. Can't quite get it out of the zone, though. Puck's down the near corner. Centering pass hit by Corbin, and they were able to keep it at the point. They're going to take a shot, and it's blocked by Corbin, who again tries to get it out, and he does. They will not call this an ice, so Neese and Evan are chasing. We get to it there with Fargo at behind the goal line. Evan centering pass. Can't quite connect as there are a lot of sticks in the way. Neese is back checking. We got Logan and Fonts are back. Logan's battling here in the near and takes it away. Good play by good check by Logan there. Puck comes out, and that's going to be an offsides call. 9:36 to go in the second period. We'll have the Sabatka, Van Bergen, Dorman line with Fonts and Crone at D. Puck's dropped. Sabatka wins it straightforward. See if he can win this race to the puck. All right, comes back. Fonts chasing after it with Crone. Chips it up. They can't quite get it out of the zone. Now Van Bergen gets it out. That will be an icing if it makes it. It's not going to make it. Dorman's forechecking. Van Bergen's forechecking. Sabatka's forechecking. But Fargo gets possession. They're going to exit the zone. They got 3-on-2 here. Font steps up. They go around Fonts. They're going to take a shot. It's blocked by Ezra. Cleared by Crone. But they get possession again in the short corner. Crone sends it out to their point. They're going to take a shot from the point. Ooh, redirect almost went in. Fonts is getting to it. They center pass. They wind around. Now Sabatka comes back and tries to take away. Loose puck in front of the net still. Cleared to the right. Sabatka's going to get to it with Van Bergen. Sabatka tries to get out of the zone. Now Van Bergen and Dorman. They try to clear it back to the D zone. Dorman's going off for a change for Paulson. Fargo's got the puck. They're pressured by Crone in the far corner. They're going to center it. Good play by Cohen, but he's going to be called for a trip or interference. And Fargo will go on a power play. So Fargo Freeze will go on a power play with 7:56 to go in the second period. The penalty kill team will be Kalachi, Riedemann, Paulson. Nope, Riot's going off. So Howie, Paulson, Baker, and Kalachi. Got a minute on the penalty. Face-off drop. Fargo wins the face-off. Kalachi's battling in the near corner. Now Corbin. Still loose puck and in the corner. Corbin ends up getting possession, tries to chip it out again. These four continue to battle. Now puck comes back out to Corbin. Corbin up to Connor. He's got some space. He's going to skate it out. He's got the logo. Connor's going to carry it in the O-zone. Goes around a couple players, has a forward's back check on him, and he loses it into the far corner. Paulson's trying to dig it out. Comes back to Connor. We're a man short, so we don't have anybody in front of the net, but Paulson's going to take a shot. Bouncing puck. Kalachi's got it behind the net. Kalachi gets it in the near corner now. This is a good penalty kill here. 10 seconds left. They have possession on the near boards. They're going to enter the neutral zone. They're going to pass it cross ice, but Howie chips it up to Paulson. He's got Kalachi up ahead. He passes Connor. Couldn't quite play the pass. Penalty's over. Kalachi is forechecking with Lundqvist. Lundqvist redirects it over to Francis. Francis backhands to Evan. Evan can't play it at the dot. Now Connor. Now Francis. Now Evan. Evan takes a nice hard shot. Saved by Fargo. Into the far corner. Evan now digs it out. He centers it. Francis was ready in the slot, but puck didn't get there. Howie steps up. Howie's got it. Howie's got some space at the dot. Takes a shot. And it's the goalie right in the chest. 6:18 to go in the second period. 1-0 Fargo. Had a really good opportunity right there. We were pressuring. Their goalie's pretty big, so maybe shot on the ice. Maybe you could have got it under him. Maybe get a rebound goal opportunity there. Puck's one over in the far corner. Nice has it. Nice has it taken away. They try to clear it out. Evans there. Now Nice. Nice got some space. Connor goes around a defender and is tripped. We got a penalty. Ooh, that was probably a really good penalty by Fargo because Nice is going to be one-on-one with the goalie right there, front and center, if they don't trip him. So, similar to in football, if your D-back gets beat by a wide receiver, you might as well just hold him for a pass interference instead of giving up a touchdown. So, Ames going on a power play with 6 minutes to go in the second period. Let's see if we can't capitalize on it. They've had some renewed energy here late in the second to have some offensive pressure. Nice loses the face-off forward to Fargo. Fargo's going to try to get it out. They skate it out of the zone. Fonts keeps it in control. Van Bergen dumps it, backhands it into the zone again. Nice is going to forecheck with Evan. They converge and the player splits them. Fargo's got some space. They kick it up to themselves and neutralize. Pass it at the blue line to 14 and come back to Evan. Now Evan and Nice. Nice has it, can't quite skate around a player. Pucks over to the near boards. Now to Cohen. Cohen cross ice pass is going to be intercepted by Fargo. They enter the zone. They go around Crone, and they're going to take a shot and miss wide left. Now puck comes back to Crone. Crone can't play the bouncing puck. They're going to take a shot and saved by Ezra, cleared by Cohen. Fargo's got possession again. We got to get ready. They're going to take a shot that gets redirected, bouncing puck. Now Crone just wants to clear it out. Go all the way down the ice. They're going to get to it. 4:53 to go. Penalty's over. We get Kalachi, Riedemann on the ice. Fargo chips it up. Fonts has it. He's going to chip it in the neutral zone. Goes by Fargo play. Kalachi's got some space. He's got Paulson center. Kalachi's got to be below the goal line. Hits the brakes. Now has some space. Backhands it weakly and is intercepted. So he fanned on it a little bit. And we're going to have an offsides call as Corbin backhanded it back into the zone. 4:20 to go in the second period. Lots of hockey left in this tight game. We're going to go with Kalachi, Paulson, Riedemann, Howie, and Baker. Kalachi has the face-off over to Paulson. Paulson chips it into the far corner. Fargo gets to it first. They try to get out of the zone. Kalachi has it. and then loses it. Loose puck. Corbin pinches down. And Fargo is going to clear it. And we're going to have an ice call by Fargo. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off with 4:07 to go in the second. Same lineup. Kalachi's taking the face off. So he's trying to win it back on his backhand. He does. Gets it over to Paulson. Paulson hits the brakes. Kalachi lost his edge. Fargo tries to clear it. They clear it. They do. They get around Baker. They get around Howie. They've got some space. And good save by Ezra. Puck's centered. Cleared. Kalachi has it. Kalachi can't quite get to it. Fargo goes around a couple players. Puck's loose still. A player off his knees shoots it and saved by Ezra. Puck's then into the near boards. Puck shot wide right. See if Paulson can get to it. He can't get to it, and they're going to have an offsides call. D got to be careful pinching down. They're the last line of resort there. If they pinch down and can't get to the puck, Fargo had a good breakaway there. So we got 3:24 to go in the second period. We got Dorman, Sabatka, Francis with Fonts and Crone. Puck's up to Dorman. Dorman has it. He enters the zone. Dorman backhands it over to Sabatka, then over to Francis, cleared by Fargo. Fargo has it in neutral zone. Dorman intercepts it. Puck's loose at the blue line. Dorman backhands it. Dorman and Francis are going after it. Francis gets to it first. He's got a little bit of space. See if he can get a shot. Does take a shot. Blocker saved by the Fargo goalie. But now pucks come back by Fargo. We got Fonts and Kroner back. They go around Cohen, hit the brakes, and player comes up, takes a shot, and scores. So tough break there for Ames Flyers. Had a couple players back. They both went for the first player, and puck redirected back to the next forward, and he beat Ezra in the 5-hole, looked like. So Ames is trailing now 2-0 with 2:40 to go. Nice wins it forward and loses it. Fargo gets possession. They try to chip it out, but Evan intercepts it. Evan's got some space. Evan takes a shot that gets redirected behind the net. Now Van Bergen. Van Bergen center is, had a really good chance there. Now Evan takes a shot in. Score! Yes. Puck was loose. Goalie was out of position. Puck was loose in the crease, and a couple swats at it, and Fargo was able to chip it a couple times, but I think Van Bergen was the one that finally buried that one as he kept chopping wood in front of the net, trying to get his puck on it. And the Ames Flyers pull within one with 2:23 to go in the second period. Good action. Evan took a couple hard shots. Connor Neese was battling in front of the net, and Van Bergen was able, I think, to be the one to bury it. Flyers win it straight forward again, feeling some energy. There's a shortage. So we are now going to take another face-off here in the neutral zone. Neese takes the face-off, wins it over to Lindquist. Now to Baker. Fargo gets possession in neutral zone. Neese comes up and tries to take it away. Now over to Evan. Evan's got some space. He enters the zone. Can't quite get it up to Van Bergen, who is streaking alone. I think we're going to have a penalty on Fargo. So we might be going to a power play. And we are. So with 2:02 to go, my clock is off. We'll reset that. 2:02 to go. We'll go on a power play. We got Kalachi, Riot, Paulson with Baker and Howie. Kalachi wins it back to Howie. Howie's got some space. Howie takes a shot. Ooh, he destroyed. Oh, man, I feel for that Fargo player. Took a puck right in the gut. Shot again, goes to the right. Saved by the goalie. Near boards here. Riot centers it to Paulson. Paulson's getting held by the Fargo player, and they're going to have another penalty. So we're going to have a 5-on-3. We will have a 5-on-3 with 38 seconds to go. See if we can't get this one. Let's play that. Let's run that face off again. Stream is working good. So if we get that face off play again by Kalachi back to Howie, there might not be another player that wants to step in that way. Kalachi can't quite win it back. But Howie keeps it in. And Paulson loses it. They do get it out of the zone. They're gonna roll it all the way down. And that's going to be called off. Kalachi's going to get to it first. He hits the brakes. All right, they only have 2 players left. Go, 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 go. Go. 3-on-2. Goes around 1. Goes around 2. Connor's got space. Connor shoots and goes wide left. Oh. Now Howie has it. Howie can't get it. Bouncing puck. Howie's got it now. Corbin. Goes around 1. Corbin's got space. Corbin shoots and scores. Ties it up on the power play goal. Corbin was able to finally get possession of the puck. Dangled one of the defenders and beat the goalie blocker's side. Makes it 2-2 with 58 seconds to go in the second period. Flyers are going to get change here as they tied it up. We got Francis, Sabatka, Dorman with Fonts and Crone. 2-2. Sabatka wins it forward. Now over to Crone. Crone intercepts it. Crone's going to step up. He's pushing it into their zone. Crone gets tripped. Now Sabatka. Sabatka's got it in the near corner. Now Francis. Francis centers it to Dorman. Dorman's got it front center. Dorman takes a shot. Saved by Fargo. Good play. Dorman had a nice, real hard shot right there. Fargo now has it. They enter the neutral zone. Crone's the only one back. They're going to take a shot from the slot and redirected by Crone. Puck's out of the zone. They're going to have an offsides. Good play by Logan there to step up and take that shot attempt away. Boy, Ames had a really good chance there as Dorman received a centering pass from Francis and couldn't quite bury it as the Fargo goalie was up to the challenge. 26 seconds to go in the second. Neese taking the face off, wins it forward. Neese has it. Neese is with Eli. Neese loses it in neutral zone, but now Evan's got it. Evan over to Van Bergen. Van Bergen one-on-one with the defender. Van Bergen takes a shot that goes wide right. 10 seconds to go in the second. Neese, and Evan have it. They lose an edge. That's going to end the second period, I believe, with time. And we are going to go to the third period, all tied up. What a good game so far. Be back in a minute. All right, we're back for the third period. We got Nice, Van Bergen, and Lundqvist at forwards with Howie and Baker at D. Puck's drop. Nice chips it all the way forward, and Fargo's going to retrieve it. They try to get it out of the zone, but Van Bergen's able to keep it there for a second. Then they get it out. Nice is back checking. Baker steps up. Puck comes out to Howie. Howie chips out the boards to Baker, or Van Bergen, then back down to Howie. Howie clears it all the way up to Lundqvist. If he can get around a player, he had some space, but he couldn't. And puck shot now into our zone. Howie backhands it to the neutral ice. They skate around Nice. Now they go far corner, and Nice comes back with Van Bergen and chips it away. Now Van Bergen, Nice battling in the far boards. Nice loses an edge. 4 Fargo players, 2 Fames players. Fargo's laying on it. Nice tries to chip it over the Fargo player laying on the puck. Nice gets shoved, and we get it out into the bench, and that will be a stoppage. So we get a change. Let's see who comes on the ice here. We got the Kalachi line with Paulson and Riedemann. And we're going to bring Crone and Fonts in on D, as we have a D zone face-off since we shot it out of play. Kalachi, let's see if he tries to win it forward. Looks like he's trying to. And he can't quite do it, but then it gets to him. Now he's got 1 to beat. Goes around 1 and gets tripped. Puck's up to Paulson. Paulson has it taken away and should be touching it up. And we're going to go on another power play. Great play by Kalachi. He loves winning the face-off forward. And did it again there and ended up getting tripped on his attack. So now let's see what's happening. They're going to bring... Ames going to bring in Howie and Crone at D. Kalachi, let's see if Kalachi... He's going to try to win it on his backhand back to Howie in the top of the slot here. Let's see if he can do that. It's the play they drew up. He wins it back, gets it back to Howie. Howie then just doesn't have room to shoot, so he sends it down in the near corner. Fargo gets possession behind the net. Riedemann's there. She loses it, then back to Fargo. Now Fargo's got it. Nope, she chips it into the middle of the ice. Fargo player steps up with it. Howie keeps it in, and then Paulson loses, but that's all right. Everybody touched up, so we get back into the O zone. Fargo has possession below the goal line. They hit the brakes. They're going to try to skate it out. Kalachi comes and takes it away. We're going to regroup into the neutral zone. Crone has it. He shins it up off the boards to Paulson. Paulson battling here near boards, gets it in, but Fargo gets possession. We haven't been able to really maintain the possession of the puck on this power play yet. Crone has it up to Kalachi. Kalachi has it. Kalachi back to Crone. He's got space. Up to Riedemann. Riedemann's got some space. Get a shot. Shoot. Loose puck in front of the net. Oh, loose. So loose. And scores! Yes! Puck was loose. Goalie wasn't able to cover it. I'm not for sure who actually scored it, but Riedemann shot it, and it looked like either Kalachi chipped it in, redirected it in, or she shot it in. One of the two. Ames scores to make it a 3-2 lead here with 9:49 to go in the third. Great play by Kalachi, battle on the near boards over to Crone. Had the nice vision to pass it over to Riot. Riot shot from the top of the circle on the ice to get rebound opportunities. Everything was great. Dorman now. Dorman has it. He backhands it into the zone. Ames loses it now into the neutral zone. Howie steps up and he shoots it to the far corner. Fargo gets possession as Ames tries to forecheck. Sabatka is back checking. Sabatka takes it away in neutral ice. Sabatka now has it. He enters the zone. Puck's over to Fargo, now back to Howie. Howie has it at the logo. He hits the brakes and tries to pass it over to Sabatka. They intercepted by Fargo. They enter the zone. Howie is there, though, to take it away. They center it, though. Shot redirected by Baker over to Howie. Howie fans on a clearing attempt. Fargo gets possession in the far corner. Francis is there. It redirects off his skate. They center pass and save by Ezra. So they kind of whiffed on the shot attempt. It gave Ezra some time to get in position and catch that one at the chest. Flyers get a change with 8:55 to go. We got Lundqvist, Nice, Van Bergen with Crone and Fonce at D. Puck's one over to Van Bergen, now to Nice. Nice got some space. He kind of gets it taken off his stick, though. Centering pass, Fonce redirects it back into the boards. Another centering pass, redirected by Cohen Skates. He gets possession behind the net. He's going to try to rim it around. Van Bergen got sniped at the dot. And then Fargo's got possession. They take a shot top of the circle. Loose puck in front of the net. Cleared by Crone. Now to Lundqvist. Now Crone. Now Lundqvist. Now Fonce. Fonce hits it behind the net. Now to Nice. Nice has it. Nice up to Van Bergen. Into the neutral zone. So we got it out of the RD zone. But Fargo's going to get it back and enter. Cross ice pass from Crone. Redirected to Nice. Bouncing puck into the neutral zone. Crone's going to chase it here. He gets to it first. And he enters our zone. Now to Lundqvist. Lundqvist takes a shot. Goes wide left. Goalie tried to cover. Fargo gets possession. They move the puck up. Paulson comes off. Now Fargo gets possession. They go around Crone. They go around Howie. And Howie shoots it over to the near corner. Crone chips it up the boards. Fargo tries to keep it in. And Paulson steals it. Paulson goes around one player. Fargo gets possession again. They got Baker and Howie back. They go around Howie, but Howie dives and pushes the puck to the near boards. Kalachi's on. He blocks the centering pass. He tries to chip it out of the zone, but can't. They center it. They blew an edge, and Baker and Howie collide with a player. Baker ended up getting to the puck. Fargo's centering pass. The player's going to change. Doesn't know the puck's right behind him, and he shoots it high wide. He was going for a change and had no idea the puck was right behind him. Kalachi now has it. He gets it out of the zone, chips it up area pass to Paulson, who can't connect. Riedemann intercepts the cross ice pass. She enters the zone, chips it into the far corner. It's going to rim around behind the net. Paulson's forechecking. They skate around Calder, skate around Kalachi. Howie tries to chip it. We got Baker back, though. He's going to get it. He's going to try to clear it, but can't. Fargo keeps it in. Now up to Riedemann. Riedemann can't clear it. Now to Baker. Now Baker does clear it, so Fargo has it in the neutral zone. And they'll have an offsides call as they chip it out of play. Good catch by Coach Kalachi, showing some hands on the bench. 6:28 to go in the third. This is a tight game up here in Fargo, North Dakota. It was warm yesterday. It's not warm today. Dorman, Sabatka, Francis center, pushes the puck in the neutral zone. Francis takes it away. Francis chips it into the O-zone. Fargo, cross ice pass. Dorman's back checking. Dorman's there. Dorman forces the kid to lose the puck for a second. They center pass. Crone intercepts it. Near boards now. Crone's battling with the Fargo player. Crone loses his stick. Sabatka comes like a missile and misses on a guy, but Fargo's going to be called for a penalty with 6:02 to go in the game. That's good stuff. Get us a man advantage here with 6:02 to go and a 1-goal lead. I think we will all certainly take that. We're going to put Howie on to hopefully get a one-timer from Sabatka. Sabatka is going to take the face off with Dorman and Francis. Puck's won by Fargo. Now Crone over to Howie. He's got space. Howie's going to take a hard shot and hits the goalie right in the logo. I bet he's going to have a goal imprint. The Fargo Force Freeze D, they separated like the Red Sea when they saw Corbin get the puck on his blade. All right, we got a change here at the forwards. We got Lundqvist, Nice, Van Bergen. Now puck's lost by Nice. Fargo gets possession. They enter the neutral zone. Good play by Logan to step up and intercept it. Now up to Nice. Nice tries to chip it. And he can't quite get around, but we skated in, and we're going to get called for an offsides. I don't know if that was offsides. Got a pretty good vantage point here, and I don't think it was. But Whether I think it was or not, they called it. So it was offside. So we will have a neutral zone face-off with 38 seconds to go on the power play. Fargo fans on a pass. Crone intercepts at the neutral zone. He's got some space. He goes cross ice with it. Top of the circle now. Takes a shot. Redirected by Fargo. They chip it out. Corbin's going to pinch down. He's going to take a shot. It gets redirected by the Fargo goalie to the near corner. Ames is pinching down here. And Fargo tries to clear it out. Can't. Neese keeps it in. Now Howie backhands it down to Evan. Evan's got the dot. He's got some space. Centering pass to Van Bergen. I would really like to see Evan take a shot right there. He takes, Logan comes down and shoots it across the ice. Now Evan has it. Evan now to Eli behind the goal line. Eli centers it to Howie. Howie's going to take a shot. Goes wide left. 4:46 to go in the game. I think the penalty is over. We are 5-on-5. Puck is now in the neutral zone. Howie's going to shoot it down into the near corner. Lundqvist is forechecking. Fargo gets it up to their D. D is going to skate it all the way up the ice. He loses it in the neutral zone. That's offsides. They called it. Thank you. 4:26 to go in the game. Flyers are holding on to a 1-goal lead. We got Riedemann, Kalachi, Paulson, Baker, and Howie at D. Puck's one over to Riedemann. Riot plays it in the neutral zone. She skates it up. Kalachi gets to it. Now Riedemann. Now Fargo's got possession. Good back check by Kalachi. Or nope, that was Riot. But Fargo loses an edge at the blue line. They enter. Riedemann gets back. He's battering the far boards. Now Howie. Howie has possession. He just clears it for an ice to kill some time. And we got 3:56 to go in the game. We will have a defensive zone face-off. Looks like they're going to have Crone, Fonts, Kalachi, Paulson, Riedemann. 3:56 to go in the game. And Fargo's going to call a timeout. So probably they've got some plays they want to draw up. We're going to draw up some defensive plays here on who to guard. Fred's pulling the team together. We'll be back here in a minute. All right, the timeout is over. Fargo is not pulling their goalie. It'd be pretty early to pull the goalie with 3:56 to go. But they wanted to draw a play here for this offensive zone face-off. We got Kalachi, our face-off specialist, on the ice with Riedemann and Paulson. Pucks drop. Kalachi wins it. Backhands it to Paulson. Paulson can't play it. He gets it out of the zone. Now back into Kalachi. Kalachi around one player. Tries to get through 4 Fargo players. They get possession. Crone comes up and chips it off the ice, out the glass, and then Kalachi does get it out of the zone. Puck's going to go all the way down the ice. Oh, Fargo goalie almost didn't play that one right and let that one slide between his legs. They get possession behind the net. They skate it up. They pass it. Fargo enters the neutral zone. We got Crone and Fonts are back. They cross-ice pass. They go around one, and Crone steps up and takes it away. Now Fonts up to Kalachi. Kalachi over to Paulson. Now Riedemann up to Paulson. Riedemann's going to get to it. Top of the circle, backhands it towards the net, and Fargo comes and take it away. We got 3:05 to go. But Cohen, it looks like maybe he got hurt. I didn't see it. I think there was when they entered the offensive zone, Crone stepped up and chipped it off, and I think a player came over and they may have collided a little bit. But I was looking at it in my peripheral vision, so I'm not entirely sure what happened to Cohen, but looks like he's getting up to his knees. And Coach Kalachi's helping him up. He's going to skate off gingerly. Hopefully Cohen's all right. Can't tell what he's holding. Maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him. Likely. Incidental contact. 3:05 to go in the game. We'll have an offensive zone face-off. They're going to go with Crone, Howie, Kalachi, Riedemann, and Paulson. Puck's drop. Kalachi wins the face-off. Loses an edge. Puck comes up to Crone. Crone pinches it down to Paulson. Paulson in the near corner. Paulson and Kalachi battle in the near corner. Puck still on the boards. Another Fargo player comes to help. That player comes out with it. He's going to skate it across the ice into the neutral zone. Crone's coming to pinch down on it, and Kalachi takes it away at the logo. Kalachi has it, goes into blue line, gets pinched down by the back check. They're going to steal it. It's 2-on-2 now with Crone and Howie. Cross-ice pass to Howie. Intercepts it. They get it. Centering pass, redirected. Now Riedemann has it. Right, just clear it out of the zone. She can't quite get it out of the zone. Sabatka's on the ice now. Riedemann's trying to get it out. Sabatka's trying to get it out. Puck comes out to Howie. He's going to get it out. He does. We got Paulson here. Paulson's chasing. 2:07 to go in the game. Crone steps up, loses an edge as the puck's at the blue line. Oh, that was Sabatka, not Crone. Carson now is battling here. Fargo gets it in. Crone has it. Crone whiffs on a clearing attempt. Fargo has it now at the goal line. Howie's going to rim it all the way around. Francis is going to chase after it with Sabatka, and we will have an ice with 1:41 to go in the game. We got, let's see who the Flyers are going to put on. All right. So with 1:40 to go in the game, we got Lundqvist, Neese, and Baker. Howie gets the face-off up to Van Bergen. Van Bergen gets it out of the zone. Van Bergen shoots on an empty net and is going to have an ice. Oh, Eli just skated 15 more feet. He had no pressure in front of him. Chances with a long shot like that. I know he saw open net, but long shot like that is if you miss, it's an ice. So just get past the red line and then shoot it. That's all right. That's all right. He wanted to end this one. So we're going to take a D-zone face-off again with Neese, Van Bergen, Baker, Lundqvist, and Howie. Puck's dropped. Fargo gets possession at the point. Top of the point. They shoot it off their own player. Van Bergen has it. He chips it out of the zone. Fargo's going to regroup. They enter the zone successfully. Loose puck. 14 has the top of the circle. Takes a shot. Howie blocks it off his leg. It's out of the zone again. Lundqvist is going after it. Lundqvist's battling here in the near boards. Now Fargo has it. They get it to Howie. Howie's going to take a hard shot. Redirected by Fargo in the middle of the ice. Now Van Bergen has it. And we're going to have a high stick call, as Flyers are going to get a change and put Kalachi, Riedemann, and Paulson back on the ice. Fargo is going to bring their goalie back on with 1:16 to go in the game. We got Baker and Howie at D. Face-off is won by Fargo. Fargo has it. They're going to skate it up. They're going to skate into the neutral zone. Baker takes it away. Good play by Baker. Baker up to Kalachi. Kalachi has it. Kalachi with Riedemann. Kalachi goes around one. Kalachi racing after it. Fargo gets possession. Fargo tries to chip it out of the zone. Baker's got it. Baker over to Howie at the red line. Dump it in, Corbin. Passes over to Riedemann. Fargo gets possession. Fargo has it at the neutral zone. They have it to Logo. Howie's there. They skid around Howie. Takes a shot. Oh, off the post. Saved by the post on that one. Kalachi now has it over to Riedemann. Fargo has it, top of the slot. Loose puck now, top of the near circle. 29 seconds. Redirected shot. Goes off of Kalachi now and in the neutral zone. Fargo goes around to one. Lets everybody touch up. They enter the zone. They go around Howie. They're going to take a shot below the circle. And glove saved by Ezra with 16 seconds to go. That would not have gone in if he missed it. It was way behind the post. So, but good glove save anyways to get a stoppage. So now we get a change. The Flyers are going to bring on Nice, Van Bergen, Lundqvist with Crone and Fonts. 16 seconds to go in the game. Win this faceoff in the corner and then eat the puck. Puck's dropped. Nope, we're going to have a stoppage as it looked like Evan and the Fargo player took off a little early. So ran a half a second off. Goalie is pulled, empty net, 6-on-5 here, and Ames is going to get a timeout. Don't know what they'll say. My hockey experience is pretty limited, but I would try to tell them to win it back into our corner and then go bury the puck in the corner and lay on it. Run out the clock. Or win it back and just rim it all the way around the far side and try to get out of the zone and just ice it. So couple different things. What you don't want to do is get the puck and stick handle a lot and give them time to come steal it. So as soon as they get possession, win the face-off, clear the puck. Looks like Fred and Dan and Dave and Mitch are all coaching that advice probably and telling some dad jokes while they're at it to clear the nerves of the players. All right, the Fargo Force crowd's getting pumped up here. Let's see what we have drawn up for this critical face-off. This is probably the game. This is the game right here. So we got Kalachi now in and taking the face-off. Kalachi has it at his feet. Now Lundqvist, Crone, puck's buried in the corner. This is exactly what we talked about. 8 seconds. They kick it out. And Crone just clears it around the far corners. This is what we talked about. That's exactly right. Way to go, Flyers. Played that one perfect, and Flyers are going to advance to the semifinals of the Emerald number 3 bracket. They're celebrating. Ezra had some big saves, a couple really big goals by Riot and everybody else. So we will be back at 4:30 this afternoon. We play the winner of, I think we're going to play Minnetonka. So we will play Minnesota Powerhouse program this afternoon. Talk to everybody soon. Have a good Saturday.